Good day, students. For our subject, General Chemistry 2, we will discuss chemical equilibrium and Le Chatelier's principles. So, basic lang po ang i-discuss natin tungkol po sa topic na to. So, let us say we have an illustration or picture of a scale. Tapos, naglagay po tayo sa side na to. And naglagay din po tayo sa other side. So, dahil tatlo po yung nandito and tatlo din po yung nandito, we can say that they are balanced. So, ang nasa left side po natin ay ang mga reactants. And then, for our right side, meron po tayong products. Kapag balance po iyan, reactants and products, we have the term chemical equilibrium. So, it is an equal balance between two reaction rates. Another description of chemical equilibrium, it is the state in chemical reaction wherein yung mga concentrations po ng ating reactants and products ay hindi po nagbabago. So, constant lang po iyon. Kapag chemical equilibrium din po, tinatawag din po yun na dynamic equilibrium, kung saan naman po yung rates ng ating forward and reverse reactions pareho lang po. So, ito po yung reactants natin. Meron dito tayong products and then kung titingnan po yung arrow dito, pwede pong papunta doon, reactants papunta sa products and yung products papunta rin po sa reactants. Kaya tinawag siya na dynamic equilibrium. Forward reaction rate. Ito naman po yung rate kung saan nga po yung mga reactants ay nako-convert into products. Kapag po bumaligtad, we have what we call the reverse reaction rate. Ibig sabihin po niyan, yung mga products naman po converted ulit, magiging reactants naman po. So, converted back into reactants. So, just to give you a simple representation of chemical equilibrium, ito po, reactants, tapos products. Tapos kung titingnan nyo, para siyang double arrow. So, reactants, papunta sa products. Ito po yung sinisimbolize niya sa taas. Yung products, pwede rin po papunta sa reactants. So, when the reactants are converted to products, the products will revert to reactants. Yun po yung term, chemical equilibrium. The speed of the forward reaction, ibig sabihin po kapag forward reaction, that is also called the product formation, same lang po kapag yung speed ng ating reaction ay pabaligtad. Okay, so reverse reaction, pareho lang po ng speed doon sa forward reaction. Kapag reverse reaction, ibig sabihin reactant formation. So, wala pong tendency yung mga concentration of the reactants na magbago. Ganun din po sa products. Wala po silang pagbabago kapag na-reach na po nila yung equilibrium. So, equilibrium law, yan din po yung ating Le Chatelier's principles. It is used to predict the effect of some changes on a system in chemical equilibrium. So, ano yung mga changes na yon? May pagbabago po sa temperature or pressure. So, it is named after the French chemist. Ayan po yung buong pangalan niya. Henry Louis Le Chatelier. Or kung may tama mang pronunciation po dyan. So, proceed tayo ngayon. Relate natin yung chemical equilibrium and the Le Chatelier's principles. Ito yung mga factors affecting the chemical equilibrium. Concentration changes, pressure changes, temperature changes, and addition of a catalyst. Discuss po natin isa-isang factor. So, kapag concentration changes, we add or remove one or more of the substances. May dinadagdag tayo, meron din po tayong tinatanggal. Kapag pressure changes naman po, increasing the pressure favors the lesser number of moles. So, may pagbabago sa pressure. temperature changes. So ito, more reactants will be formed instead of the product. For an exothermic reaction, increasing the temperature will direct the reaction towards the left. Ibig sabihin po kung ano yung nasa left side, so yun po yung mga reactants. Mas maraming reactants. And then, the addition of a catalyst, yan, it only hastens the attainment of equilibrium. So, yan po yung apat na factors affecting chemical equilibrium. So, discuss lang po natin basic applications of chemical equilibrium. So, ito pong principles ng chemical equilibrium, they are evident from the production of industrial chemicals. Example po natin, ang tawag dun sa ammonia synthesis is the Haber process. Another one, the acid balance in lakes and streams. Example po natin, unpolluted rainwater, meron siyang pH or ang ibig sabihin po ng pH is power of hydrogen. Meron siyang 5.6. So, dahil po sa carbon dioxide na present sa air. Number 3 is the maintenance of our blood pH. So, ano yung pH ng ating blood? Ito po ay nasa 7.35, between 7.35 and 7.45. Ibig sabihin, kapag meron pong mas mababa dyan o kaya po mas mataas, pwede pong mag-indicate ng illness or pwedeng death. Acidosis, yun po yung tawag kapag po yung pH ng blood natin is below 7.35. Kabaligtaran naman po, kapag naman po higher than 7.45, we have what we call the alkalosis. So, yun naman po yung condition. Kaya po dapat ang healthy blood po ay nasa between lang po ng 7.35 and 7.45. So, yan po yung mga applications of chemical equilibrium. Yun lang po. Thank you!